श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதார்ய கவிதார்க்கிக கேசரி வேதாந்தாச்சார்யவர்யோ மே சந்நிதத்தாம் சதா ஹிருதி. ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞானவைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம். சீரொன்று திருவேடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழிகள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர போமளவும்
We are now reading Abhaya Pradana Saram of Sri Vedanta Deshika. So we are looking at the page 144. So this is a statement of Lord Sri Rama. Satya Sankalparana Nam Pande. So since Lord has got the true will, Satya Sankalpaha, these words occur in Sriranga Gadyam of Sri Ramanujacharya. Generally, all the auspicious qualities include Satya Kama and Satya Sankalpa. So he has true desire, rather the will, and the will is also a true will. In the sense, decision. He makes a decision. So already he made a decision to accept Vibhishana. So Nam Pande, meaning in our context. Sharanagata Paritranate Namakku Vratamaha Sankalpittu Vaito. So whether it is Vibhishana, Ravana, Sugriva, or anybody else, so we saw the words Sarva Bhutebhyaha, for all living beings. For all living beings. That is not only human beings, but also animals, creatures, and so on. And so from all living beings, protection is done from, without any risk from danger from any living being. Sharanagata Paritranate. Sharanagata Tranam is protection of the surrenderer. Sharanagata Paritranate is all-round protection. Pari is around. So all-round protection for the Sharanagata, in the sense present and future. Present and future. So not only is presently protected, but also in future he will be protected. Number one. So an example is, we always quote the old example. We never quote our own life example. Because we tend to forget it, and we sometimes we are ungrateful to the Lord. Therefore, we forget it. So many blessings we have received from Him. And here, see, one of the blessings is Zoom session. So Sharanagata Paritranate. So one example is Gajendra Alvan was protected. The crocodile was killed. That is okay, but after protecting the elephant escaped from the clutches of the crocodile. It came out. What Lord Shivanarayana expected is, crocodile was also given moksha. Of course, anybody who dies in the hands of the Lord, he is assured of moksha. And therefore, that is why we also recommend that we must become the enemy, staunch enemy of the Lord, so that we will die in his hands. So here, so we will be Ravana's, Hiranyakashipus, Hiranyaksha's. Of course, we can follow the example of Mahabali. So without getting killed, so many demons, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishupala, Dantavakta. We can imitate those people in fighting with the Lord. Kamsa never slept peacefully any night. So we always say, when we want to give example of fear, we say Kamsa, Bhayat Kamsa. So here in the protection of the elephant, what happened was, the Lord waited for a few more, maybe minutes or hours, so that if the elephant lord, the lordly elephant, the royal elephant, goes into the pond again to pluck a flower to worship the Lord. So அந்த குளத்துல திருப்பியும் அந்த தாமரை பூவுக்காக இறங்கிட்டுனா, so if another crocodile comes and catches its leg, then he wants to protect. Meaning, that's what I said in one word, future. So future protection is also assured to the surrenderer. And therefore, namakku vratamaha sankalpittu vaitom. Etad vratam mama. Dadami etad vratam mama. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami etad vratam mama. The second half of Charma Shloka. So vratamaha sankalpittu vaitom. It is not a temporary decision. It is a permanent decision, encompassing all living beings, not one elephant or one Vibhishana, a demon, or one monkey, Sugriva, a single monkey, Sugriva, a single demon, Vibhishana, and a single creature called elephant. So everybody is protected in future also. So that is Namakku Vratamaha Sankalpittu Vaitu. Vibhishananum Upayam Anushtitam. This is where we understand that the demon was very intelligent. Demon was made intelligent by the Lord. So it is again Sattvika Tyaga. Through Vibhishana, he wanted to show to the world that his vow is a good vow. And therefore, Vibhishana was only one example, one illustration by which Lord Srimanarayana shows to the world that he is merciful, all merciful. But in the case of Vibhishana, unlike the hunter in the case of the pigeon story, unlike the hunter in the hands of monkey, unlike the human being in the hands of the bear, they did not know what is to be done for Sharanagati. So they do not know the steps of Sharanagati. Vibhishana also did not know the steps of Sharanagati. He did not read the theory under any preceptor. But his activities completed the process. So that is the beauty in Vibhishana. Namely, Vibhishana said, I give up all my connections with the family and I don't want kingdom. So all these attitudes of Vibhishana correspond exactly to the process of Sharanagati, the steps to be followed in Sharanagati. So he felt helpless because he actually ran away from Ravana, and therefore helplessness is karpanyam is understood, the first step. That means he is akinchanyam. His family also, for example, his wife or daughter, Trijata, could not help him. Therefore, he did not depend on his family. And we have not heard of his other family members also. We have not heard of his wife also. We know only Trijata was the daughter of Vibhishana, who encouraged Sita consoled many times whenever there was a emergency situation. And therefore, Vibhishana also avoided the don'ts from the scriptures, Pratikulya Varjanam. Again, to simply briefly say, he, of course, considered Saranagati as the Upayam. That is the first step. The second step, extreme step, final step is considering the Lord as the Upayam. That is the essence of our Sampradaya, namely, what is the road to moksha, or what is the road to Kainkarya, that is service to the Lord. Lord is the road, Lord is the means. So Upayam is Lord himself. And Upeya, what is the destination? Where is the goal? So that itself is the Lord Narayan, Sriman Narayan. And therefore, so Vibhishananam Upayam Anushtita. Unknowingly or knowingly, Vibhishana followed the process. Whether he followed strictly the steps, we need not do research. So, Anukulya Sankalpaha, so his decision was in favor of Lord Raghavaya Mahatmane, Sarvaroka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane. What you call the Chaturthi Vibhakti of these three words, Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane, refers to it is for the Lord. It is for the Lord. The Sharanagati, the total surrender, is for the Lord. Is not for Vibhishana. Is not for the surrender. Therefore, that kind of perfect attitude was in Vibhishana. So, Vibhishanam Upayam Anushtita. Another point is, even other creatures, animals, other human beings, other demons, like even Ravana, even if they had not practiced the steps of surrender, Lord Rama is ready to forgive and forget. Whereas here, in this particular context, Vibhishana is the right person to follow the Upayam, namely Lord Sriman Narayan. Another Lord Rama here in the incarnation. So he has chosen the right Lord, Goptrutva Varanam. So Goptrutva Varanam, Gopta protector, Goptrutvam protection, Varanam choice, the choice of the protection, namely choice of the protector. He chose the protector rightly, and then finally he surrendered. Maha Lakshishyati iti Mahavishwasaha. So whether he actually understood or not, he was totally surrendering to Rama. That's the meaning. That meaning, Atma Nikshepaha. He submitted his soul totally to Lord. So, Ana Pinbu, Nam Ivanukku Abhaya Pradanam Panninom Aitru. Of course, Lord Rama, as an omniscient person, knows everything what will happen in future, what was done in past, and what is he doing, Vibhishana doing at present. Before Vibhishana arrived on the other seashore where Rama was, Rama knew that he would come and he would give him protection. And therefore, Ana Pinbu, not after Vibhishana did the surrender, Abhaya Pradana was done. That is, protection, extension of protection was done only after his surrender. No, even before he surrendered, he was given. He already decreed, rather willed, that Vibhishana was to be given. Then only Vibhishana could come to the other seashore. So, இவனுக்கு நம்மை பற்ற பரீட்சை என்று ஒரு பயஸ்தானத்தை உண்டாக்கி நமக்கு விரதபங்கம் பிறப்பிக்க வழக்கிதோ. Now the intermediate trouble that Rama got was Sugriva, the monkey leader, did not accept Vibhishana. In spite of his own example of seeking Sharanagati from the elder brother, Similar situation was there. So Vibhishana wanted to surrender because of the fear from his elder brother. So also Sugriva was afraid of Vali, his elder brother, and therefore he sought protection. So having a similar situation, he did not understand Vibhishana. So now in future, that is immediately after Vibhishana's total surrender, even so that is to Vibhishana, Nammai Patra Parikshay Endru. So now can we test Vibhishana? Rama says no. So Sugriva should not give a test to Vibhishana. So Nammai Patra meaning to surrender to me. So Parikshay Endru, there is a test now, assessment. Oru Bhayasthanate undaki. Even if there is a delay of time in accepting Vibhishana, when he was standing in the sky, said the Raghavam Sharanangataha, Nivedayata Mam Chipram. So please convey my arrival very quickly. Should he be made to wait in the sky? So Parikshay and Bhayasthanate undaki. Create a fear in the mind of Vibhishana, rather diffidence in Vibhishana, that Rama will not protect him. So Bhayasthanate undaki. So what is the result, final result? So Namakku Vratabhangam Pirappikka Vazhakkido. Are you trying to break my vow? He is asking Sugriva. Rama is asking Sugriva. Namakku to Rama, Vratabhangam, break a vow, breaking of the vow, breaking the promise. Pirappikka, in order to create the break of the promise. Betray Vibhishana. So, Vazhakkido, are you arguing in this? So, Tangale Teliyappugira Mudaligal, Tangale Teliyappugira Mudaligal. Pakkal. Now, if the leader is clear about Rama's intention, he would advise all other monkeys as his followers. So, Tangale Teliyappugira Mudaligal Pakkal. So there are leaders among the monkeys, namely Angada, Hanuman, and so on. Tangale Teliyappugira Mudaligal. Mudaligal is leaders, the forerunners. So when they are given the clear mind about Rama's decision, Dakshinya Bhangam Azhagu Ido. So can you break my concession or privilege or the affection shown to Vibhishana? Dakshinya Bhangam Azhagido. Is it right on your part to stop my affection, cut off my affection towards Vibhishana? Dakshinya Bhangam. Dakshinya Bhangam is as soon as one surrenders, when Vibhishana surrendered, some reply must be given by Rama. What reply? Rama should reject the surrender, or Rama should accept Vibhishana. So one reply must be given, answer must be given to Vibhishana. So that is the Dakshinyam here. Dakshinyam is responsibility to give answer. So Bhangam Azhagu Ido. Is it right on your part? Azhagu in Sanskrit, in Tamil, beauty. So is it a beautiful policy, that is right policy, that you stop from showing affection, that is not answering the query of Vibhishana, that is to be accepted or not. So, Endru Harisreshtanai, so being the best monkey, Hari monkey, Sreshtan, best monkey. So what happened to Sugriva after his surrender? Vanara Rajyathirku Mudishudi. So he was made a king of the Kishkinda kingdom. So as a result of the surrender, total surrender by Sugriva, he made, Rama made Sugriva as the king of Kishkinda kingdom. Vanana Rajyathirku Mudishudi. He was anointed. So Sugriva Pattabhishekam was done by Rama. So Mahamanavaha irukra neer. So Mahamanaha meaning broad-minded, generous, and so on. So Mahamanavaha irukra neer. After getting protection from Rama, Sugriva must have become nobler, if at all he was not noble. He has become noble, he must have become noble. Mahamanaha is those who wish welfare for others. A broad-minded person meaning a man of generosity. Whereas near Ittai Nenjile Uraittu Pari. Now think twice or thrice in your mind whether my acceptance of Vibhishana is right or wrong. These are the arguments that already we saw. Anybody should be protected. Any living being should be protected from any living being. So there is no distinction of among the human beings, caste, religion, varna, ashrama, and so on. And in the same way, Bharanyasa is also without any restrictions. So Mahamanava irukradhu ittai nenjile uraittu pari. Think many times and put it in your heart, discuss within your mind whether what I do is right. But because whether it is wrong, you are not supposed to research on whether I do it wrongly. So Anaya Enam engirathu karyathil theervirundapadi. The final instruction to Sugriva is, bring this fellow here. Bring this demon here. Bring this Vibhishana here. Anaya Enam. Enam is tells us the proximity of Vibhishana to Rama. He has come near, and therefore, Anaya, bring. It's an order. You cannot transgress the order of Rama. It's what we call lot lakara. Lot lakara, what we call imperative mood. Implicit obedience is expected from the order. So Sugriva has no other way except to bring Vibhishana. So Enam, the Vibhishana who is nearby. So Enam, this meaning this demon here, namely Vibhishana. We cannot even call him demon in future because he has surrendered. So he is a good person. So Karyathil Theervirundapadi. So that was the final decision. That was the final conclusion in the matter of Sharana Abhaya Pradana Saram. So this is the chapter of the eighth chapter, Ashtama Adhikaraha, Sharanya Vrata Vishesha Prakasha. This exposes to us, it reveals to us the special vow of Sriman Narayana as the protector, Sharanya. Sharanya, the protector, Vrata vow, Vishesha extraordinary, Prakasha revealing, exposing, opening up, transparent. So transparent presentation of the special vow of the protector. We already saw Mahamanaha, Udaramana Subhavate Udevar, Satya Sankalpa, Vinpoha Sankalpate Udevar. I think I must add one word when we say Lord has got a free will and true will. The will never go waste. It will not be in vain. It will not be a failure. Bhayasthanam Bhayatrikadam Vratabhangam Vratatrike Edayu. Vratatrike Edayuru is a simple word, but Vratabhangam is break of the vow. If you put an obstacle to the vow, one can remove. But if you break the vow, the vow cannot be redeemed, therefore revived. Therefore, Vrata Bhangam is break of the vow. Okay. We go to the page 145. This is the 9th chapter. Do we have, how many chapters do we have? Okay. I think must be 10 or more. So, 9th chapter. Sharanya Sharanagata Sangama Labha. The profit, the gain by the association, Sangama, of the protector and the protected. Sharanya protector, Sharanagata surrenderer, Sangama association, that is friendship, Labha gain, profit, advantage of the surrenderer and the protector coming together. So, ippadi aruli cheydavare. So, having blessed Sugriva like this, or having blessed Vibhishana, he made all monkeys understand his policy of protection. So, Munbu, this is Periyalvar's Palland line. கூழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர்களை எங்கள் குழுவினில் புகுதலுட்டோம். ஏழாட்காலும் படிப்பிலோம் நாங்கள் இராக்கதர் வாழிலங்கை பாழாளாக பழினின் பல்லாண்டு கூடுதுமே. கூழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர்களை எங்கள் குழுவினில் புகுதலுட்டோம் என்ற நின்ற மகாராஜர் தெளிந்து. So, having understood that a person rejecting or rather not accepting the will of Rama will not be the member of the party. So that means no monkey, for example, here, no monkey which differs from the view of Rama will be allowed to be the member of the monkey family. So, Engal Kuruvinil Pugadalutto. Why? Kuratpattu Nindinale. Those who oppose the policy of Rama will not be admitted to the army. So, Endra Nindra Maharaja. So, having understood that much, so Maharaja Tedind, he became clear in mind. The great king became clear in mind, namely Sugriva became clear in mind. தான் செய்த பண்ணின அபராதத்துக்கு பெருமாளை க்ஷமை கொண்டு, so for the mistake that he did, namely opposing the view of Rama in accepting Vibhishana, பெருமாளை க்ஷமை கொண்டு, so he asked for excuse from Lord Rama, so he asked for pardon, so he was requested to forgive him. தாமே புருஷகாரமாய், because already the instruction was given, strict instruction was given by Rama. Anaya enam. Please bring this fellow. Not even please. Immediately bring this fellow. Anaya enam. Vandu mannum manamum kodmin. So Tame Purushakaramai. So having taken the role of the mediator as a recommendatory authority, so Sugriva went to Vibhishana. Then, Vandu Mannum Manamum Kodmi. Come to our fold, come to our side. And Mannum Manamum Kodmi is, so you can have the land, namely Sri Lanka kingdom for you, and you can become the king. And you can also enjoy the smell of friendship, Manamum. Vandu Mannum Manamum Kodmi. So you can have the sweet smell of the friendship. And then Yamadadam Puhudumin. You are welcome to Kishkinda kingdom. It is my kingdom, Yamadadam. So Sugriva says, it is my place. Therefore, now I give you admission. I give permission to come into my place. Ityadigalil. So in this way, so Prakriyayale, by the exact action, by the process of action. Nangalum Sri Vibhishananmanum ஒரு வாசியரை அடிமை செய்ய பெற வேண்டும். Sugriva understood very clearly, more clearly than Rama expected him to, and therefore Vibhishana Alvanum Nangalum, that is the monkeys, the whole army of monkeys, along with Vibhishana, should be allowed to do service without any difference. So we want to be one with Vibhishana Alvan. Okay. So Vibhishana Alvan. So Alvan is a man of deep devotion. That's all. So Sugriva is not to be considered as deeply devoted. But in this context, he doesn't want Rama to differentiate in treatment to Vibhishana and Sugriva. So ஒரு வாசியரை அடிமை செய்யப்பெற வேண்டும், நாங்களும் இவனுக்கு அடியோமாக வேண்டும். That is the beauty here. So as a leader of the monkeys, I also want to surrender to Vibhishana. நாங்களும் இவனுக்கு அடியோமாக வேண்டும். Right, when he's called Rakshasa before and now he's called Alvan. Okay. So though born as a demon, Vibhishana, because he was born as a demon, he was called a demon. Otherwise, we say good demon. Now he has become an apostle of Sri Vaishnava philosophy. So, நாங்களும் இவனுக்கு அடியோமாக வேண்டும். Sugriva says, I want to be a slave to Vibhishana. Because in future, in the war between Ravana and Rama, Vibhishana is going to help, and Vibhishana will be respected by Sugriva. So whatever advices will be followed by Sugriva and other monkeys. என்று விண்ணப்பம் செய்ய, thus he submitted. இப்படி, in this way, பிரதிபந்தகம் கழிந்து. So Rama's vow now has no difficulty to continue as forever. So pratibandhakam, the trouble, the impediment, obstacle has been removed. That means became nullified, rather it went off. So the trouble was removed. Now Sakha Dasosmi ennumadi. Here he wants to say, I am your friend. Oh Vibhishana, I am Sugriva, I am your friend. And Dasosmi, I also want to be a slave to you. Tirupallandu, he said, number 3rd verse, கூழுக்கு அடிமை பூண்டு நிற்கிறவங்களை எங்களுடைய கூட்டத்தில் புகவிடும். கூழுக்கு அடிமை பூண்டு, just for the sake of food. The food itself is not good food. கூழுக்கு is only a poor person will take the what we call gruel, as we say, kanji or kool, the remnant of the old cooked rice, and adding water and then adding salt and drinking it. Kool. And then I don't think there's an equivalent word in English. I don't know. So when somebody is slave for the food, they are rice porridge, right? Porridge, right? Rice porridge, right? Rice porridge is kanji. Kanji. Kool is kanji is little costly. Kool is the waste rice to be thrown out will be taken by poor people. So here, எங்களுடைய கூட்டத்தில் புகவிடும். I will not allow people who are after food. So here, Vibhishana was not after food because he was not after kingdom. And therefore, Sugriva understands him and so on. So, வந்து சேர்ந்து பகவத் உற்சவத்தில் அங்குரார்ப்பணத்திற்காக மண் எடுப்பதையும் we will see Pallan, yes, definitely. ஸோ மண் எடுப்பதையும் அதற்கு நிர்வாகக்காராயிருப்பதையும் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள், கைங்கரியத்தில் ஈடுபடுங்கள் என்று. மண்ணும் மனமும் கொண்டதுங்கிறது in the temple ritual, in the temple festival of God, then there is a special function on the first day called Ankura Arpanam. Ankura sprout, Arpanam submission. Submission of the sprout meaning beginning of the festival. Beginning of this festival. For the beginning of the festival, there is a what we call procedure to take some sand. For example, in order to build a house, we say Bhumi Puja is done. Worship of Mrit Sangrahana. So Bhumi Puja is done before building a house, worshipping the goddess of earth. Here it is worshipping the goddess of earth only. So Man Edupadiyam, taking a mound full of sand. அதற்கு நிர்வாகக்கராயிருப்பது மனமும் கொள்மின். The word manamam refers to the management of that process, who takes up the management of the process. That meaning, totally meaning doing service to the Lord during the start of the festival. So that is mentioned by Mannum Manamum Kotti. And we'll have to see Tiruvamizhi 10:9 also. And Prakriya Murai Pratibandhakam Idayoru Saka Dasosmi. Yuddhakanda 40th canto 10th verse. So I want to be the friend of Vibhishana. Sugriva says, I want to be a slave of Vibhishana. Thoranum adimeyumai irukkiren. So let us see 3 quotations. Tirupallandu 3, of course, two quotes in them. வாழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர் உள்ளீரில் வந்து மண்ணும் மனமும் கொள்மின், ஊழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர்களை எங்கள் குழுவினில் புகுதலிட்டோம், ஏழாட்காலம் பழிப்பிலோம் நாங்கள் இராக்கதர் வாழிலங்கை வாழாளாக படைபொருதானுக்கு பல்லாண்டு கூடும். வாழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர் உள்ளீரேல் வந்து மண்ணும் மனமும் கொள்மின், ஊழாட்பட்டு நின்றீர்களே. So let me read it fully. வாழாட்பற்று நின்றீர் உள்ளீரேல் வந்து மண்ணும் மனமும் கொள்மின், கூழாட்பற்று நின்றீர்களே எங்கள் குழுவினில் புகுதலிட்டோம். I want you to just show the பல்லாண்டு, திருப்பல்லாண்டு. வாழாளாக படைபொருதானுக்கு பல்லாண்டு கூறுதமே.
வாழாட்பட்டு உஜ்ஜுவிப்பதற்கு உறுப்பான எம்பெருமானுடைய அடிமை தொழிலில் ஈடுபட்டு நின்றீர் நிலைத்து நின்றவர்கள், உள்ளீர் எல் இருப்பீர்களாகில் வந்து நீங்கள் எங்களோட வந்து சேர்ந்து, மண்கொள் மீன் எம்பெருமானுடைய உற்சவார்த்தமான எம்பெருமானுடைய உற்சவார்த்தமான திருமலை திருநாளுக்கு புழுதி மண் சுமவுங்கள். மனமும் கொள்மீன் அந்த உற்சவத்திற்கு அபிமாகிகளாகவும் இருங்கள். கூழ் ஆள்பட்டு நின்றீர்களை சோற்றுக்காக பிறரிடத்தில் அடிமைப்பட்டு இருப்பவர்களை எங்கள் குழுவினில் எங்களுடைய கோஷ்டியிலே அங்கீகரிக்க மாட்டோம். எங்களுக்குள்ள சிறப்பு என்னவென்கிறீர்களோ நாங்களோ வென்றால் ஏழாழ்காலும் 7 தலைமுறையாக பழிப்பு இல்லோம், ஒருகை குற்றமும் இல்லாதவர்கள். எங்களுடைய தொழிலோவென்னில் இராக்கதர் வாழ் இலங்கை ராட்சசர் வகிக்கிற இலங்கையில் இருந்த ஆண் புலிகள் யாவரும் பாழாக வேரோடே அழிந்து போம்படி படை வானர சேனையை கொண்டு பொருதானுக்கு போர் செய்த பெருமாளுக்கு பல்லாண்டு கூறுதும் பல்லாண்டு பாடுகிறவர்களாய் இருக்கின்றோம்.
You that stand and suffer life, come, accept talc paste and fragrances. We shall not admit into our fold those who are slaves of the palate. For 7 generations, pure-hearted, we have sung the praises of Kodandarama, who launched an army and destroyed Lanka, the demon's haunt.
Right. Some peculiar translations are there, except the talc paste and fragrances. Okay. So I'll go to Thiruvaimozhi.
This seems to be 1099.
Oh.
Is it correct?
Yamadidam, okay. Vaikundam Puhudalum, Vasalil Vanavar, Vaikundam Tamaramar, Yamadidam Puhuha end. These are the 3 words. Yamadidam Puhuha end. Vaikunda Tamararum, Munivarum Miyandanar, Vaikundam Puhuvadu Mannavar Vidiye. So Vaikundam Puhudalum, Sri Vaikuntatile Shendru Puhundalavele, Vasalil Vanavar, Thiruvasal Kakkum Mudalihalanavargal, Vaikundan Tamaryamer, Sri Vaikuntanathanuடையார்கள் எங்களுடைய சுவாமிகள் ஆகையாலே எமது இடம் புகுது என்று வியத்தனர். எங்கள் அதிகாரத்திலே புக வேணும் என்று சொல்லி உகந்தார்கள். வைகுந்தத்து அவ்விடத்திலே அமரரும் முனிவரும் கைங்கரிய நிஷ்டராயும் குண அனுபவ நிஷ்டராயும் உள்ளவர்கள் மன்னவர் வைகுந்தம் புகுவது விதியே என்று வியந்தனர். லீலா விபூதியில் இருந்தவர்கள் நித்திய விபூதி ஏற வருவது மகாபாகியமே என்று சொல்லி உகந்தார்கள்.
As the devotee entered the portals, the bards were filled with joy. The gods in the temple bowed and offered their niches to him, for entering Vaikuntha is every man's birthright.
Thank you. So this is how, as the celestials welcome the new released soul to the Vaikuntha, Sugriva also allowed Vibhishana to come into the party. We'll go to the text 146.
Swami, நீங்க அந்த இங்கிலீஷ் for every man's birthright இருக்கு, every living being இருக்கணுமா?
அதாவது மேன் எவ்ரி மேன் போட்டா எவ்ரி லிவிங் பீயிங் தான் அர்த்தம். அதாவது டிரான்ஸ்லேஷனே இங்கிலீஷ் டிரான்ஸ்லேஷனே அது வந்து சரியா இல்லை. அப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது இந்த டாக் பேஸ்ட் அண்ட் வாட் யூ கால் அப்படி இருந்தது இல்லையா, மண்ணும் மணமும் கொள்வீங்கிறதுக்கு.
Talc paste means what? Chandanam. Sandanam.
Oh,
is it?
Oh, that is manam. Okay.
Yeah.
Man. So, in Tamil translation of the mannum, the devotees are asked to carry the mud, rather sand, over their head to bring it to the temple, and as you said, for mrit sangrahanam, for what you call ankurarpanam. The sand is necessary. And
right,
therefore,
but the talc, when he says talc and fragrance, talc paste, the talc
right.
paste is that the mrit from the mrit sangaharanam, or is that chandanam?
When you say chandanam, it's for manam. When you say talc paste, is for smell, good smell.
Right.
So,
okay.
So here, my understanding is, Mannum is, in the case of Vibhishana, the kingdom is offered, the land is offered, and that means he becomes the sons of the soil. He becomes the sons of the soil. That means, again, to go to another step further, so Sugriva will offer the Kishkinda kingdom to Vibhishana. That's the Mannum. Manamum, the sweet company of the protector is enjoyed.
Can we say it's like in English we say we offer you the keys to the city, we offer you, you're a visitor, and as a guest we offer you everything that we have.
Right, that's all. Right, you become our family member. That's all. Mohan Swami, the words are not very particular about the man or something. It's common to all living beings. Of course, we have not heard about animals reaching moksha, though, for example, Jatayu moksha, we say.
In fact, non-living thing like Agaligai was was a stone. When Rama touched his feet, touched it, she became human.
In that case, please read Ramayana. That Gautama cursed his wife Ahalya to become invisible, not stone. Unfortunately, many wrong interpretations are in our mind. So she did not converted into stone. She was invisible. So as soon as the dust on the feet of Rama touched the ashrama, the hermitage of Gautama, she became alive. That was also the redemption from the curse. So when she was asked for the redemption from the requested her husband for redemption of the curse, Rama's the dust on the holy feet of Rama will make you come back to life.
So that means Chetana and Achetana to be included.
No, he was not Achetana, and Achetana became Chetana, but she was invisible. That's all. She did not appear. For example, another example will be what happened was Shiva got angry. Lord Shiva got angry, burnt Manmata to ashes. The god of love is called Cupid. So he was burnt to ashes by Lord Shiva. Then after Rati, Manmata's wife, pleaded before Lord Shiva, she was given the boon of only her seeing the husband. So even now, Manmatha is not in visible form. He is called Ananga, no limbs of the body. No body for Lord of love. So he is, he is not visible by all of us. And therefore, we also say love enters into the heart. When two people love each other, a boy and a girl, so we say that, you say, how did this love come between these two? You are wondering. And that wonder is because even the girl or the boy who loves each other do not know that the love has entered into their heart. Meaning invisible. Love is invisible. So we are blind to the love also. So that is it. So here, Ahalya was invisible. Curiously, her name itself means she is faultless. Halya means fault. Ahalya means no fault. She is a chasteful lady. But out of curiosity, she did the mistake. A sporadic incident. And of course, Ramayana will not teach us negative principles. We have to take the right advice. That's why even today, I find it very difficult to tell the children the story of Ramayana. But whereas we learned from my grandmother, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, from the Ramayana story or Mahabharata story. But we did not question them on these grounds. Dasharatha having 3 queens and 60,000 wives, one per year. And then Rama having only one wife. and Hanuman was also saying, oh, he is struggling with only one wife, concentrating on only one wife, therefore he suffers. He could have married many people. Generally, kings are polygamists, and therefore. So you have Mahabharata, different story. Draupadi having 5 husbands. That's also is made a mockery by. So how do you convey to children these happenings? So every year she falls into the fire, becomes new Draupadi, and one of the 5 Pandavas becomes the husband, becomes her husband. Is it acceptable? Is it plausible? So we don't have any policy to be followed in these facts. So we are not advised.
रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஒரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
வாதித்விப சிரோபங்கர் பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமः ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதார்ய ஸ்திரம் விஜயதாம் புவி.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராக்யபூஷணம் श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.